Hello dear viewers, welcome to this class of the use of grammar in writing test part 2. Well dear friends, when and where do we use past indefinite tense? Yes, we use past indefinite tense generally to describe or write a story, episode, narrative, incident, biography and reminisce. Generally, to write on such topics, we use past indefinite tense, maybe active voice or passive voice. The structure of active voice of past indefinite tense is subject plus V2, that means past form of verb plus extension. For example, I saw him. The negative sentence of this tense, I did not see him. So after subject, you must use did not to make the negative sentence here. And after do, does, did, you must use base form of verb here see. And the interrogative sentence of this past indefinite tense, did I see him? So you should use did at first before subject to make the question here. Well, the passive structure of past indefinite tense is object, then was oblique were auxiliary verb, then V3, then extension, then you can use by and subject or any other preposition. For example, he was seen by me. He object, then auxiliary verb, then V3, past participle form of verb seen by plus objective form of the subject me, and then if you want to make it negative sentence, you must use not after auxiliary verb. He was not seen by me. Well, to make it interrogative sentence, only the auxiliary verb you can take at the very first of the sentence. Was he seen by me? This is the structure of interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense. Generally goes on the same tense. That means if you have to address such topics or such kind of topics, you must use past indefinite tense. That means subject plus V2. For example, one day I went to a book fair. I found hundreds of stalls there. I got my long cherished book in a stall. So this writing will go on the same tense, that is to say past indefinite tense here. Actually, to address such kinds of topics, sometimes all the sentences are in past indefinite tense, but sometimes for perfect expression you have to go to another tenses also. So here is also breakup rules. Now we are going to discuss the breakup rules. At first, in quotation mark, you can use any kind of tense, maybe any tenses as required. Well, for example, one day I went to a book fair. I found my long cherished book in a stall. I said to the shopkeeper, I am searching for this book. What is the price of this book? So you see, in the quotation mark, we have used present continuous tense and present indefinite tense. But you can also use here other tenses like this. Instead of present continuous tense, I am searching for this book, you could write, I was searching this book, or I have been searching for this book, or I had been searching for this book. So the tenses may be different in the quotation mark, though you are writing in the past indefinite tense. Well, then on crossing or overtaking, the tense will be past continuous tense. That means if any activity overtakes or crosses other activity, the first or ground activity goes in the past continuous tense. For example, one day when I was moving around the book fair, I found a nice book. You can write this sentence like this also. While I was moving around the book fair, I found a nice book. You can write also like this: while moving around the book fair, I found a book. But while is generally used to express the running something, but you can also use when to express something running. Well, dear friends, then when, before or after as close conjunction, tense must be past perfect tense. That means when we use after or before as the connected conjunctions of a clause, then tense must be past perfect tense. Here you have to follow other rule also. Before you must use past perfect tense, and after you must use past perfect tense. For example, one day I went to a book fair. I saw hundreds of stalls there. I had collected some catalogs before I bought some books, or I bought some books after I had collected some catalogs. Then past of the past. Tense will be past perfect tense. What is the past of the past? If you want to express a situation, the action is of the past time or the previous time, of the speaking time or the happening time. In that situation, the first happened work or first happened activity must be past perfect tense. For example, he told me that he had done the work. For making easy, he said to me, I have done the work. In quotation mark, the tense may be different. Here, present perfect tense. For your easy understanding, I have done the work. This action happened before the speaking time. Well, dear friends, now future of the past. What is future of the past? What was future in the past time? What was future in the past time? In that situation, you must use subject plus would plus base form of verb or be on. Well, dear friends, for example, he told me that he would do the work. For your understanding, he said to me, I will do the work. Here, I will do the work is the future tense, but the speaking time is the past. So we have used would plus be on. Then habitual truth. To express the habitual truth of the past, you must use subject plus used to plus be on. Well, dear friends, for example, once I stayed in Dhaka. In February month, I used to go to the book fair every day. Yes, then migration from past indefinite to present indefinite tense in the narrative. Well, you can take migration from past indefinite tense to present indefinite tense in a story or narrative. But in this situation, you can use present indefinite tense at the very first of the topic or your writing. You must use at least one sentence in past indefinite tense. Then you can migrate from past indefinite to present indefinite. Well, for example, one day I went to a book fair. I found hundreds of stalls there. I collect some catalogs of books. I buy some books also. Here you can see from past indefinite tense we have come to present indefinite tense. Well, then in indirect speech all present tenses will be past tenses respectively. That is to say, if you want to transform from direct speech to indirect speech, or if you guess or trace this is a speaking or dialogue, and we are to make it or we are to write in indirect speech, then you must use, instead of present indefinite tense, past indefinite tense. Instead of present continuous tense, you will use past continuous tense. Instead of present perfect tense, you will use past perfect tense. Instead of present perfect continuous tense, you must use past perfect continuous tense. Well, I also want to inform another one. If the tense is past indefinite, that will be in indirect speech past perfect tense. Well, dear friends, for example, he said that he did the work. He said that he was doing the work. He said that he had done the work. He said that he had been doing the work. But you have to remember here, if the reporting verb is past tense, then these tenses are applicable. Well, dear friends, last of all, universal truth, present indefinite tense. We know that to express universal truth or something, we use present indefinite tense, though we are writing something on past indefinite tense. For example, one day I bought some books. These books are special something to me. Books are our greatest friends. They never betray us. Well, dear friends, that's all today. I will be again before you with a new topic on another day. Till then, bye bye. Dear viewers, thank you very much who have already subscribed my channel, but those who have not yet, requesting you to subscribe my channel and like it. Moreover, don't forget to press the bell button to get my more